In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful, dear students, Assalamu alaikum. In today's video, I will discuss about the cell wall. Cell wall was discovered by Robert Hooke. I have already discussed this in my video titled Cell. Cell wall is the outermost covering of the cell in archaea, or we can say archaebacteria, bacteria, algae, fungi, and plants. These are the groups of living organisms in which cell wall is found. Archaea are those bacteria which are found in harsh environmental conditions. Those bacteria which are found in harsh environmental conditions are called archaebacteria. For example, halophiles, these are the bacteria which are found in extreme salty conditions. Methanogens, thermophiles, etc. Methanogens are those bacteria which are found in gut of digestive tract of ruminant animals like cows, buffaloes, etc. Thermophiles are those bacteria which are found in extreme high temperatures, or we can say hot springs. The cell wall in case of archaea is made of a polysaccharide called pseudomurin. In case of bacteria, cell wall is made up of peptidoglycan. Peptidoglycan. This peptidoglycan is a polymer of carbohydrates and amino acids. In case of algae, the cell wall in some algae is found, or we can say is made up of cellulose, which is similar to that of terrestrial plants. In some it is made up of xylene and agar, etc. These are also carbohydrates. In case of fungi, cell wall is made up of chitin. It is also a polysaccharide in nature. This chitin also forms the exoskeleton in case of insects. Now, plants. The cell wall in case of plants is made up of mainly cellulose, it's a polysaccharide, hemicellulose, and pectins. This was brief introduction about what is cell wall, who discovered cell wall, what is cell wall, and in which group of living organisms cell wall is found. Now we will talk about its permeability. Cell wall is permeable in nature. Cell wall is permeable in nature. That means it allows free movement of water and nutrients in and out of the cell. This allows free movement of water and nutrients in and out of the cell. That is why it is called permeable. That is why it is called permeable. The plant cell, which is without the cell wall, is called protoplast. The plant cell in which cell wall is not formed is called protoplast, or in which cell wall is not present is called protoplast. Now, I forgot to tell you one thing. In case of bacteria, cell wall is present in all bacteria except mycoplasma. It is the smallest living cell in the world and it has no cell wall. Mycoplasma. It is also known as PPLO, Pneumonia-like organisms. Now, functions of cell wall. Cell wall gives shape to the cell. Shape to the cell. It also gives size. It gives shape and size to the cell. Shape and size to the cell. Cell wall. Number 2 is it gives mechanical support to the cell. Mechanical support to the cell. Cell wall. Cell wall gives mechanical support to the cell. Number 3rd point is mechanical support means it protects the cell. It protects the cell from mechanical injury. It protects the cell from injury. Third function of cell wall is it counteracts the pressure exerted by the cell sap. It counteracts the pressure exerted by the cell sap. Number 4th function is it also helps in transport of materials. It helps in transport of materials in and out of the cell. Now we will discuss a brief topic, that is difference between plant cell and the animal cell. What are the main differences? There are many differences between plant cell and the animal cell, but we will discuss only a few of them. Difference between plant cell and animal cell. Plant cell and animal cell difference. Number first is on the basis of cell wall. Cell wall is present in plant cell, while cell wall is absent in case of animal cell. So we will write absent. That means cell wall is absent. Number 2nd is plastids are present. Plastids like chromoplasts, elaioplasts, amyloplasts, they perform different functions in plant cell, but they are absent in case of animal cell. Absent. Plastids are absent in case of animal cell. Number third point of this difference is a few large vacuoles are present. A few large vacuoles are present in case of plant cell. A few vacuoles, only a few in number, a few vacuoles are present, but these vacuoles are very large, occupying large space in the cytoplasm of the cell. While in case of animals, there are many vacuoles, but they are in, or we can say, but their size is small. I am talking about those cells, those animal cells in which vacuoles are present. Usually vacuoles are absent in animal cells, but in some animal cells vacuoles are present. And those vacuoles are there are many vacuoles, but their size is very small. Fourth point. Nucleus in case of plant cell, nucleus in plant cell is towards periphery. Nucleus in case of plant cells is towards the periphery. That means it is towards a side of the cell. It is not present in the center of the cell. This happens because of these vacuoles. They displace when these vacuoles grow, they displace the nucleus to a side. In case of animal cell, nucleus is centrally located. This means that nucleus in case of animal cells is usually present in the center of the cell. Fifth point. I am talking only of the main differences. There may be many other differences also, but we are discussing only the main differences between plant and animal cells. In case of plant cell, food is stored in the form of starch. Starch is a carbohydrate. In case of animal cell, food is stored in the form of glycogen. So, fifth difference is food is stored in the form of starch in case of plant cell, food is stored in the form of glycogen in case of animal cell. And one more difference is plant cell is usually larger in size than animal cell. Last difference which I am going to tell you is Plant cell is usually larger in size than animal cell, and animal cell is usually smaller in size than plant cell. Plant cell. So students, this was the topic for today. Thank you for watching. Now I would like to request you to subscribe to my channel Parvaiz Sar's Knowledge Treasure, and also hit the bell icon so that you can receive notifications for my upcoming videos. Thank you very much.